All right, yogis. So Paul asked me, does this person have a name? And David said, this is my first yoga student. And this is how he ended up. But I use, the studios that I go to that have skeletons, always call them Mr. Bones. How original, right? Mr. Bones. So we're going to work on our cervical spine today, this week. The cervical spine is this part of the back of your neck. There are 7, starting from the base of the skull, and then it connects to your thoracic spine. And then there's 12 of the thoracic spine, which connects to your lumbar spine, which is 5 on the lumbar spine. And the way you remember this, if you care to remember it, is 7 plus 5 equals, anybody? Now, I just want to point out too, that the cervical spine is slightly concave. So this is called a lordotic curve. It's a C shape. And then you have a kyphotic curve in your back, which goes back to a lordotic curve and then a kyphotic curve. That just means it's an S. Okay, that's all it is. And it's important to know this. If you ever stand on your head, an average head weighs 11 pounds. When you stand, the curve of your neck is that way because it's supporting all this weight. You don't want a straight neck. You have to have this curve. You're designed to have this curve so you can hold all this weight. So if you ever stand on the head, which I do often, you need to put the weight right here on the very top. A lot of people make this mistake of standing on their head too far forward because it's easier to get there, but it's bad for your neck. So just a tip for those of you who are going to be standing on your heads anytime soon. And if you want to, I'd be happy to show you how, because it's a lot of fun actually. And it's good for you if you do it properly, it's good for you. But today we won't be doing headstands. Neck, back, and shoulders. So let's get centered, please, by sitting tall and tuning in and focusing on the breath. And whether you're sitting or lying down, visualize the curve of your spine, the slight C shape to your neck and your lower back. Nice gentle S curve that your spine makes. Some people have steeper S's than others. And think about how your head is right on top of your shoulders if you're sitting up. Let's please take a deep breath in and Om in. Om. Om Balu Satguru Bhagavan Ki, the divine is the inner teacher. And thank you everybody for being here. And hello, Sue, who will be here tomorrow. So I'm recording for her today. Put a little bit of music back on in the studio. And we'll start seated, please, warming up our necks. We're not going to do neck rolls, but we're going to make a little circle with our nose as a clock face. So you're not going to turn your head much. Just pretend that you're taking your nose and circling it about the size of a small pancake. And go one direction a few times. Small pancake. So your face is always forward. You're not dropping your chin or raising your chin. Your chin is always forward. You're just moving the head in a small circle, right around a donut like that. And go in the opposite direction. And then come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head to the right. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly bring your head back to center. Inhale, turn your head to the left. Exhale, slowly back to center. Inhale to the right. Exhale, slowly back to center. Inhale, left. Exhale, slowly back to center. Lace the fingers like so and bring them up to chin level. We're going to bring our hands up and bring our elbows together in front of our face and drop the chin, tuck the chin. And then as you bring your hands back down level, you're going to raise your head and look up. And then you're going to look down, tuck your chin as you bring your elbows again in front of you, shoulder height. Then flatten your arms again as you look up. And again, slowly tuck the chin, bring the elbows together, and then very slowly look up and release the hands. Good. Now bring the hands together in front and tuck the chin and pretend you're praying here. Tuck the chin. And then as you lift your chin and look up, we're going to spread our arms to goddess arms and look up. And then bring your hands back together and look down. And then separate again and look up. And then bring your hands back together and look down. And once more, spread the arms, look up. Back together, look down. Bring your hands back to your lap. Bring your head back to neutral. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your right ear to the right shoulder. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale back to center. So all this time your face is forward. Right ear to right shoulder. Back to center. Left ear to left shoulder. Back to center. Right ear to right shoulder. Pause here. Now bring your left arm up toward the ceiling. Your head is still ear to shoulder. And bring that arm beside the ear. And then you can take your right hand and lean on it. And just keep stretching your fingertips to the right, opening the left ribs. Now, in this position, your face is forward right now, correct? Correct. Now you want to turn your head and look up underneath of your left armpit. Turn your head back so that it's forward, and then turn your head down to look to the right. Turn your face back forward, facing me, and then lift up your top arm and bring everything back to center. Good. Inhale, open your arms in a T. Exhale, twist to the right. Take your left hand on the right leg, right hand behind you. Take a couple of breaths here. Now keep your twist. Inhale, big deep breath through your nose. As you exhale, just turn your head only to the left and look over your left shoulder. Inhale here. Exhale, turn your head all the way back to the right and look over the right shoulder. Inhale here. Exhale all the way back to center with your body. Inhale, open arms in a T. Exhale, we're going to hug ourselves, right arm underneath the left, and come into your eagle arms. So if your palms don't touch, that's okay. Stack your elbows, bring them up to shoulder height. Now move the center of your arms slightly to the left. Good. And then turn your head to look to the right. Now the eagle arms are opening your scapula on your back. If you push your forearms away, you'll feel your shoulder blades on the back. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your head back to center. Bring your arms back to center. Unravel your arms. Shake all that out. Take your left arm behind you and either take your right hand and grab the wrist, or you can grab your right bicep. Take a deep breath here. As you exhale, you're going to turn your head to the left. Inhale. Exhale, bring your head back to center. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head to the left. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Once more, inhale. Exhale, turn your head to the left. And head comes back to center. Release your arm. Lean back onto your hands. Bring your feet to the mat with bent knees. And support your hands can go anywhere that you want. You're just supporting your upper body. Let your knees fall to the right and look to the left, over the left shoulder. Knees come back to center and then fall to the left and look over the right shoulder. Knees back to center, fall to the right, look over the left shoulder. Knees back to center, fall to the left, look over the right shoulder. Knees back to center, prop yourself up, hug your knees and flex your neck so that your forehead comes to your knees and push your spine backwards. Good. And then please come cross-legged again with the opposite leg in front. So if you remember what your habitual way is, do it the opposite way. And then sit up nice and tall again. Inhale here. Exhale, look left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, look right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, look left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, look right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, look left. Bring the right arm up beside the ear and bring it beside your ear. Left hand can support you on the mat while the right arm comes beside the ear. And your face is now forward. And now you're going to turn your head to look up underneath the arm. And then slowly turn the head to look down to the left of your body. And slowly again, turn your head to look up. And then turn your head to look down. Once again, turn your head to look up. Bring your head forward, looking at me, so your face is forward. Pull up with your right arm and float that arm down. Good. Inhale, open arms in a T. Exhale, twist left, right hand on the left leg, left hand behind. Think about pushing that left shoulder back. Your right ribs are coming around. Your right hip is coming forward. Keep the twist. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, turn your head to look over the right shoulder. Go slowly here. The neck is very gentle. David and I were talking earlier. It's amazing that there are no more neck injuries than there are in sports, because the neck is very, very gentle, but yet it has a lot of muscles supporting the vertebra. Inhale here. Exhale, turn your head all the way back to the left. Look over the left shoulder. Inhale here. Exhale, come all the way back to center with your body. Once more, bring your hands to prayer position. Do some flick. So this is called the flexion of the cervical spine, when you tuck your chin down. And then we're going to open our arms into goddess and look up. It's called an extension of the neck. And then reflex back again. So when you extend, when you open your arms and you look up, think about not moving your shoulders up, just moving your neck. And then once more, tuck, pray, and then open, look up, and then come back down to center. Open your arms in a T, hug yourselves, eagle arms, left arm on the bottom. But this time we're going to move the arms slightly over to the right, and then look over to the left. Okay, bring the head to center, bring your arms to center, unravel all that. And right arm goes behind, grabbing your left bicep, or you can just hold your right wrist and then turn your head to look to the right. Inhale, exhale, slowly come back to center and release everything and come onto your hands and knees in table position. Have your blocks within reach, if you have blocks. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, sit back toward your heels. Greasing your hinges, lubricating your joints. Inhale through the nose, really slowly make the breath long as you come back to table. Exhale slowly as you come into your cat. So you're curling your toes, you're tucking your chin, arching your spine, flexing the neck here. And then inhale slowly, come into cow pose by uncurling your toes, dropping your belly down, bringing your head up and forward and pushing your shoulders back. Good. And then exhale all the way back to your heels. Inhale back to table. Exhale, right arm goes out to the side and up toward the ceiling, and then turn your head to look up to your hand. One more breath here. Exhale, bring the hand down. inhale, flat back. Exhale, right knee comes into the chest. Flex your spine and your neck, so bring your nose to your knee here. Now, keep the knee bent. You're going to kick the foot up behind you, flex your foot and kick it up toward the ceiling as you look up with your head. Okay, good. And then we're going to bring the knee back in, tuck the chin, nose to knee again. And then kick the leg back. This is like a tiger kick is what it's called, and look forward with your head. And then flex and bring the knee in. And then kick the leg back, head forward. And one more time, flex the neck, knee comes in, kick the leg back. This time, make it parallel to the mat so that we can lift our left arm into a balancing table. So in a balancing table, you want your spine neutral here. So think about keeping your head in line with your cervical spine, and then with the rest of your back. And breathe. Hand comes down, leg comes down, foot stays extended behind you. And then walk the foot all the way over to the left, look over the left shoulder. Cat looking at its tail. Pick up your foot, swing it all the way back around so it's perpendicular on the right side of your body. And we'll do a couple of leg lifts here. So keep your neck neutral, lift the leg up, and then touch down. Lift it up, touch down, lift up, touch down, lift up. This is a hip thing, obviously. And then lift up again and down, and then up and down. One more time, up and then down. Keep it down this time, walk it forward. And this is where your blocks might come in handy because we're going to come into our lizard pose here. So you want to come down to your forearms or on blocks. You want your shoulder to be somewhere near the knee, and you want a wide-ish angle in the leg. You don't want too acute of a bend because it's hard on the knee if it's too acutely. Yeah. Well, no, can you come forward with that? Can you come here with that at all?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Okay, that's good. Yeah, just stay like that. You don't have to come down on your blocks if you don't want. Or you can put your blocks up higher like David does.
Feeling the stretch in your hamstring on this?
It's a hip opener mostly, but yeah, you will feel it in the hamstring for sure. Yeah. Especially since you don't stretch after tennis. Okay, please push back up to your hands and walk that leg all the way back. Come back to table. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, sit back to your heels. Inhale, back to table. Exhale, cat back. Tuck the toes, chin, tailbone. Flex the spine. Inhale into cow as you extend the spine. So flexion and extension. So your shoulders go back, your head comes forward, belly down, and then all the way back to your heels on a big, slow exhale. Inhale, slowly back to table. Exhale, twist the left arm up toward the ceiling and then turn your head to look at your hand. One more breath here. And then that hand comes down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left knee into the chest. Tuck the chin, nose to knee. Now you can shift your weight here so that you can feel more balanced in your three-legged table. Flex the left foot, kick it back behind you as you look up. And then bring the knee in, foot, nose to knee. Kick back up, look up. And then nose to knee, flex the spine. And then look back up, kick up, and then again, nose to knee. And once again, kick up, look up, nose to knee. And this time we're going to kick the leg straight back, parallel to the mat, and the right arm comes up in our balancing table on this side. So now you want to keep your head in line with the spine. One more breath. And bring the hand down, bring the leg down, keep the foot extended behind you, walk it to the right, and look over the right shoulder. Pick up the foot, swing it back all the way to the left, park it down on perpendicular to your body, and then shift your weight so that you can lift the leg off the mat and do leg lifts on this side. Touch down, then lift back up, touch down, lift up, touch down, lift up, touch down. You're doing great. Again, touch down, lift up, touch down, lift up. This time, keep it down and walk the foot forward and come into the lizard here. Forearms on blocks or the mat, trying to have a wide-ish angle. The foot doesn't have to be close to the body. I mean, ideally it would be, but to start out, it can be out from the body. I just don't want too sharp of an angle in the knee. Good, 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 good. Alrighty, please slowly push up back to your hands and walk that foot all the way back into table. And then tuck your toes under, come into your downward facing dog. You can use blocks for your downward dog. Sometimes it's preferable because it takes weight off of the hands and the fingers need to be pointing forward. Yes, like that. And can you like squeeze your forearms toward each other? Yeah, like that. Good. Let your head hang. Good. Bend the knees. Yes, good. Okay. Now walk up to the hands and slowly stand up, very slowly. And then come into Tadasana, mountain pose, and think about what your skeleton looks like, the gentle S curve. Okay, inhale here. Exhale, bring your right ear to your right shoulder, facing forward. Take your right hand on the left side of your head, and then your left arm will float away from you. So push the fingertips away to enhance that stretch. Release the head, release the arms. Inhale. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder, left hand on the side of the head, and then the right arm floats out. And just enjoy that feeling. Release. Head comes back to center. Place your fingers in front, palms facing up. Inhale, reach up over your head. Good. Reach as high as you can. Now this time you can lift your shoulders if you like. so that you can get even higher. And then we're going to crescent to the right. Trying not to tip our shoulders forward, but just staying in a plane. Now turn your head to look up left. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head slowly to look down to the right. Inhale back to center with your head so you're facing forward. And then come all the way back up to center. Release. Arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Place your fingers again. Palms facing down. Push forward and up, 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 up. Inhale. Exhale, crescent right. Faces forward. Turn your head to look up left underneath your arm. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head slowly to look down. Bring your face back to center, facing me. Bring your body upright. Release the fingers, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra, Tadasana, mountain pose. Breathe for a couple of breaths here. Release the fingers. This time, put the opposite thumb on top, palms facing up. Shoot your arms up over your head and crescent left. Your face is forward. Turn your head to look right up under the armpit. Inhale here. Exhale as you turn your head to look down. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your face back to center, looking forward. And then bring your torso upright. Release the hands, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Release fingers again. This time palms down. Stretch them forward and up all the way over the head. Inhale. Exhale, crescent left. Looking forward. Inhale. Exhale, slowly turn your head to look right up. Inhale. Exhale, slowly turn your head to look down. Inhale. Exhale, bring your face back to center, looking forward. Torso come upright. Release, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. And back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Think about your posture here. Think about your spine. Okay. Have your blocks handy if you're going to be using them. Inhale. Exhale, bring your arms all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down to mat or blocks. If you're using blocks, put them beside your feet. Inhale here. Exhale, step your right foot back, and we're going to come to warrior one. So plant your right heel. Don't step too far back so you can plant the back foot and come on up to warrior one, putting weight in the back foot. So if you can't get the outside edge of your back foot down, just shorten your stance. And your legs are hip width distance apart here. Front knee is bent. Good. Now open your arms wide so you can open your chest. Good. Inhale. Exhale, look to the right. So you're balancing while you do this. So go slowly. Inhale. Exhale, look back to the center. It's not easy to move your head while you're holding this pose. Inhale. Exhale, look to the left. Slowly come back to center. And now see if you can look up. Not much, just a little bit. Don't throw your head back, but keep control of it. Good. Now look forward. Bring your arms up, pivot onto your back toes, and then bring your hands down so that you're in a high lunge. Blocks or mat here. Step back to plank. Bring your knees down and come into your upward facing dog. Good. Downward dog. So downward dog, make sure you spread your fingers wide, and the middle finger should be pointing forward or outward slightly. Either walk up to your hands, now your choice, or kick your right leg up behind you and then swing it up between the hands. Step up with the left. Slowly come on up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Tadasana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale here. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale. Exhale, left foot steps back. Plant the left heel for warrior one on this side. So again, your feet are on like railroad tracks, hip width apart. Put weight in the back edge of the back foot. The front knee is bent. Push your tailbone down a little bit so that you're not overarching your low back. And then bring your arms wide so your chest opens. Breathe. Inhale as you slowly turn your head to the left. Inhale. Exhale, slowly turn your head back to center. Inhale here. Exhale, head goes to the right. Inhale. Exhale, head back, comes back to center, and then look up. Good. Bring your head back to center, reach your arms up, pivot onto your back toes, bring your hands down to blocks or the mat so you're in your high lunge, and then step back to plank. Knees come down, upward facing dog, and downward dog. Either walk up to your hands here or kick your left leg up behind you and swing it up between the hands. Step up with the right. And then slowly come on up. Inhale. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Tadasana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Step your left foot back. Good. Yeah, step your left foot back into a high lunge. And then you're going to take your right hand onto the inside of your right leg and walk your hands to the left so that you're pivoting to the long edge of your mat. Yeah, very good, very good. Bring your blocks with you if you want. From here, you're going to slowly bend your knees and slowly come on up to a 5-pointed star. Okay. From here, your front foot, which is your right foot, am I correct? Points forward. Bend the front knee, pick up the back heel and scoot it back about 2 inches. Now your feet are lined up on a balance beam here. This is your warrior two. So your head now is turned forward, looking over the middle finger of your front hand. Your belly's in, shoulders are down. Flip the palms up. Bring the right hand over your head. Turn your head now to look to the back hand. You bring the top arm back over to the front and turn your head to the front. Your palms are still facing up. Good. Bring the front arm onto your thigh, back arm beside your ear into a side angle. So now you're looking forward. Take your left hand to pull yourself back up to warrior two. Clasp your hands behind you. We're going to bow forward, bringing our front shoulder toward the inside of our front knee. Humble warrior. Keep your bow, release your hands and bring your hands down to the mat, one on either side of your front foot. Pivot onto your back toes so you're in your high lunge. Yeah, so bring that other hand, right hand around. Yeah, good. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Step back to plank. Knees down, upward facing dog, or you can keep your knees up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Either walk up to your hands or swing that foot up and step up. Slowly come on up. Inhale. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Tadasana, mountain pose. Breathe a couple of breaths. Thinking about your posture, thinking about your spine. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold. Inhale here. Exhale, step your right foot back to a high lunge. Good. And you can bring your blocks with you. You're going to take your left hand on the inside of the left leg and walk your hands to the right, pivoting to the other side of your mat. And then slowly bend your knees and come on up to your 5-pointed star. The left foot points forward, left knee bends, pick up the right heel, scoot it back about 2 inches. Come into your warrior two. So your belly's in, tailbone's down, head's facing forward. So your neck is turned forward, shoulders down. Virabhadrasana 2. Good. Torso's perpendicular. Good. Very good. Flip the palms up. The front hand comes over the head. Turn your head to face backward. Bring your top hand back forward. Turn your head back forward, palms up. And then bring your forearm onto your front side, and the back arm comes beside the ear, facing forward now. Good. Pull up with your top arm, come back to your warrior two. Clasp your hands behind, bow forward. The left shoulder comes inside of the left knee. Humble warrior. Release your hands, bring them down to the mat, put one on either side of the front foot. And you're going to pivot onto your back toes. So you're back into your high lunge. And then go back to, yeah, you can go, we're going there anyway. So step back to plank. And then upward facing dog, knees down or not. And then downward dog. Either walk up to your hands or kick your left leg up, swing it up between the hands, and then step up. Slowly come on up. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Arms in the T. Anjali Mudra. And Tadasana, mountain pose. Breathe. Take a moment. Breathe deeply. Very, very good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, come all the way down on blocks or mat and step back to downward facing dog. Now, Paul, I want you to try this with blocks. Just try it with blocks, okay? Because I think you'll feel better. So bend the knees, stick the booty way up and let your head, yes, 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 yes. Okay, now after all that, you're just going to bring your knees down and then sit back towards your heels into child pose. You can put your head on the mat or a block or something. Just rest your forehead on something. Okay, please push up and come onto your backs with your head facing toward me. Grab a block, lift your hips and put the sacrum on the block. Keep your knees, keep your feet down if you like, or raise them up into toward the ceiling into the waterfall pose. And then breathe. Okay, please lower your legs if they're up. Lift your hips, remove your block. And we're going to do one final spinal twist. Spinal meaning the entire spine, cervical, thoracic, and lumbar. Bring your arms to a T, knees are bent, feet are about hip width distance apart. Push into your feet, lift up your bottom and scoot it 2 inches to the left. Let your knees fall to the right and turn your head to the left. So every part of your spine is getting part of this twist. Bring your head back to center. Knees come to center. Bottom comes to center. Pick up your bottom, scoot it 2 inches to the right. Let the knees fall to the left and your head turns to the right. Head comes back to center. Knees come back to center. Bottom comes back to center. Hug both knees in towards your chest. Release your spine. And then please take your time in getting into Shavasana. I'm going to try to play some music for the Zoomers also. I know it comes through sort of tinny for the Zoomers, but I hope you enjoy it nonetheless. So as you get comfortable, please focus on your breathing.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri
Please bring your awareness back to your breathing and slowly deepen your breath as you make small movements to gently wake up your body. And now please bend your knees toward your chest and roll onto your right side in a fetal position to seal the practice. And now please, keeping a quiet mind, push up to seated. Please join me with the closing chant. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Victory to the Cat Rock Yoga class and to the inner teacher. Jai Shri Sadhguru Maharaj Ki Jai. Knuckles to my forehead honors God. Knuckles to my chin honors you. Knuckles to my heart honors myself. Namaste. And Jai Yogis.